Blessings. I hope things are wonderful and alive in your life and being. I just want to remind you of this wonderful partnership that is happening between ourselves, myself, and Wizio.com, Trail Life Television Network, offering personalized therapy sessions online, mini healing sessions through Wizio.com. So all you got to do through now until the 30th of December, you get a 10% discount, and before the end of November, there is an 18% discount. So go and check out these wonderful healing therapy sessions, how to truly be happy and seeking the divine light within. And these are awesome offerings. You get your personalized video to your personalized questions, individualization on a great scale, so we can be one-on-one. Okay, blessings and love. So my current offering is for the Aboriginal, aka the Black community. Now, for many years, there's been a lot of literature out there recounting the experiences of a lot of people who have suffered greatly at the hands of our governmental as well as non-governmental but systematic organizations that have dealt with the health and well-being of Aboriginal, aka Black people, a certain way. So here's my current offering on our health and our well-being. First of all, the earth is currently going through this very serious situation where there is this call for a kind of a new drive towards modern vaccinations and all these types of issues, and there is this drive surrounding this particular epidemic that is seemingly spreading in the most weirdest way across the planet. And collective governments seem to be unified, if under nothing else, under these so-called protocols. And so they are bringing together their greatest forces and ambitions, private and philanthropic, as well as governmental, to produce these new age so-called vaccines. Now, I will not get into the politics of vaccines. That's not the reason why I'm here. But it does involve vaccines, so that's why I'm saying it. Many, many years ago, my grandparents told me never be excited about going to the hospital because there's something known in medical science about how they view Aboriginals, aka black man and black woman. We have been the experimental puppets for as long as this current civilization has been in power and has spread and expanded its ideology. Even those who are of our ethnicity and originated within our communities are educated in a systematic distrust and disrespect of the Aboriginal man and woman. The black man and woman has been ignored in these medical facilities and situations for generations, promulgating the attitude of racial prejudice, not just on a scale of the social environment or even the economic environment, but also into the scientific environment. We were branded three-fifths human. We were branded as non-humans and categorized as chattel, as cattle, categorized as animal husbandry. And as such, we lost the dignity, but also the truth of the medical fact, denoted fact of our biology, our genealogy. So the black man and woman has been experimented upon for over 300 years, consistently, unceasingly within this civilization. And so when people hear such rhetoric as that the black families or the black community will be the first community to accept these trial drugs, I say to you, please go to the experiment on Tuskegee Airmen. Please go on the experiment of the genetic structure of the human being and see how it is that gene splicing and whose genes are being spliced, whose genes are always on the slide. What family had to fight for their generations, for their mother's genes to be returned to the family. And certainly for the strides in medical gain in knowledge and experimentation to be accredited to where it's due. We are the guinea pigs, the great puppets. So how come we are so quick to talk about, hey, let's go out and get this so the world can be saved? We're always the ones with the psychology of that something is wrong with us, that we're the filth, and you wonder why it is that the light do not shine upon us, because we have subhuman context of belief systems. No matter how you present yourself, you prey on your own ego because it's all about materialism. Your own ego cannot even tell you to survive amidst all these obvious threats to your own sovereignty of personage and being. So, Aboriginal man and woman, let it not be said that someone never warned you, because it is obvious. We have been the experimental guinea pig and puppets. The ideation is that black women have a stronger pain threshold, so they are ignored in labor wards and just in hospitals genuinely. The medical people know this. You are of my color, my complexion, you are of my ethnicity, you are Aboriginal as I am, you know what I'm talking about. Do not use your systematic decorum to override the truth. These are the things that are putting us further and deeper into nihilistic behaviors. And don't tell me of the scientific efficacy, because you are not the one who's constructing these things. And just like the rest of us, you're just a victim. You're just closer to the epicenter of the administration of this destructive behavior. So don't postulate. Listen to the soul speaking to you. You know what you're doing is wrong. Address these things and stand up and die for something of value. We can't keep putting ourselves as guinea pigs and talking about looking outside for someone to vindicate our strong stance. We have to look within ourselves for that strength, for that support system, and listen to the voices crying, not just from in the wilderness, from right within these megalithical metropolises of manipulation. Let me not leave out that word there. So while black women and black men are left to languish in waiting rooms in excruciating pain, experimented upon without their knowledge, let it be known that your father, your grandfather, and people in your generation suffered from this experimentation. And yes, you did think it was a great thing to go and say you studied medical science, but how weird it was when you saw the things that they were putting into the human body and you shut your mouth and you never said anything. Right? And then you're going to say, well, he's just talking, he's not medical, he doesn't know what he's saying. Yes, but Tuskegee airmen did suffer. The Guatemalans did suffer from the experimentation in these US camps. People are suffering from these administrated so-called errors of judgment, concentration camp medical sciences. Where do you think they advanced those medical devices and theorems from? From the willing experimentation on unwilling human beings. Yeah, sacrifice. Yeah, to medical autocracy. Don't talk to me about what field I'm in. Talk to the people whose families have suffered and have destroyed themselves trying to please the puppeteering system that have called them subhuman and wants to experiment on them, saying, let's do it first. And these waste of time, while we're here wasting our time trying to act equal with inequity. Break free from the mind control. Stand up for health, wealth, and your holy divine well-being. Break free from the subjugated system. Let it go, man. Yeah, let it die. It's natural death. And remember, life is here. The herbs is here. Nature is here. Restoring the Most High. Divine blessings, honor, healing, restoration.